I submit. Uncle.
Hello truckers, it is a beautiful day for trucking in the USA. Today we're just leaving Williston, North Dakota, and we're headed down to Corpus Christi, Texas. Gonna be a pretty good long haul. It's just a little over 1,900 miles. I'll pop a map up on the screen here so you can let you guys see what route we're taking. Gonna run down, cut through the corner of South Dakota here, and then into Wyoming, down through Wyoming, down through Denver, over Raton, and then cut across Texas, down to Corpus Christi. So it's going to take me about 3.5, maybe 4 days to run this. We should be in there sometime Monday. I don't know if I'll get unloaded Monday or not. It is Friday now. So this is kind of crazy because this is the heaviest thing I've ever hauled on this trailer. And I'll throw a picture of the scale ticket up here so you can see that. As you can see, this is a heavier bugger. I mean, this is... I think we did the math on it to say this load weighs right at about 70,700 pounds. So that's a little bit of weight because we're 115,700 empties, or excuse me, total. So that's I'm 45,000 empty. So it's a heavy bugger, and it was quite the adventure getting out of there too, because we've been here for 2 days now waiting on this machine. We were actually out here almost all the way out here Thursday night. So. Or excuse me, Wednesday night. So it is now Friday. So yeah, we were out here for 2 days just sitting here at the truck stop hanging out. They finally told us the machine was ready this morning because I guess it sprung an oil leak. So got stuck there sitting there waiting on it. So those things happen sometimes though. Did get some detention on it though, so that was nice. Would have been even nicer if it was warm enough where we didn't have to sit there and run the motor while we were sitting there, but now what do you do? day 2 of this load. I am just pulling into Douglas, Wyoming, and we're running a little bit later than I wanted to be today. I wound up stopping early last night because we just didn't have the hours to make it into Belfouche. I was gonna, well, we didn't have the daylight. I had plenty of hours. It's the daylight we didn't have. So, because I was going to be looking at like 30, maybe even 40 minutes after sunset coming in, and it was just going to put me into that zone where I was probably going to wind up busting curfew. So I didn't want to do that. Wound up staying up in Belmont, or I think it's Belmont, North Dakota. It's right there, or excuse me, Belfield. It's Belfield. Right where 94 and 85 meet there. There's this little place called the Trapper's Inn, and that's where we stopped last night. Kind of nice little place to stop. They make some really good pizza there at the bar. And I don't drink, but I like to go in there and get a pizza and sit down and hang out. It's nice to have a place like that to get out of the truck, so that's what we did last night. And then got up early this morning and hit it. Right now I'm 1,335 miles away. Going to stop in Denver for tonight, which is 231 miles out my front door. So I'd like to make it all the way down to Pueblo, but I think that's just a little bit further than I'm going to have the hours for. Might be able to make it, we'll see. But should have plenty of fuel and everything. We just popped underneath a half tank, and we're 230 from where the next fuel stop is. So be good to go on that. I'm really anxious to get back up onto the interstate here. That's why I haven't filmed earlier today, is these roads out here are just horrible. They just bounce you up and down so hard over and over and over again. It's going to be so nice just to get back up on the interstate and be able to run on that. And another thing, wasn't so excited about what it cost to run through Wyoming today. The permit alone, just the permit to drive through Wyoming was $329.75, I think it was. $329.75, that sounds right. So just under $330. It's an insane amount of money just to drive through the state from top to bottom.
Turn right on
but we are pretty heavy on this one, so that unfortunately is the way it is. But we'll be cruising on down. Probably be in there. GPS says we'll be in there about 6:38. Probably more like 6:45, 7 by the time you figure traffic and everything. Because that's just the way Denver is. There's traffic 8 days a week in Denver. But get in there. I don't know if I have the time remaining on my clock. I'm probably going to go ahead and run all the way down to Pueblo. We'll have to see when I get to Denver how things are looking, because I really want to knock some miles out. We're like I said, 1,333 away now. Got 230 remaining to Denver, so that's going to leave me with 1,103 miles to make by the time we get in there. So that's still a pretty good chunk. I mean, that's 2 solid days worth of driving. And I really would like to get this thing delivered on Monday, so if I have to, I can have Missy drive overnight to where our next pickup's going to be if we need to do something like that. Because got a couple things coming up here that I'm having to spend some money on, and I'm trying to make sure I got as much money in the bank as I can, because the truck's just fixing to need a few things, so I don't want to wind up short as I have to get some repairs done to it and everything. So, but working on that, and then get that big surprise I've been talking about for a while coming.
Turn right on West Yellowstone Highway
before that happens, but I know that it is happening, so I'm sure you guys will be guessing on that, because I'm always changing things around over here and doing different things. So we'll see if anybody can guess what it is. But yeah, so I'll get out here on the interstate, hit it hard, and I'm not going to run the dash cam any really past this. I mean, you guys have seen I-25
Continue
enough.
on West Yellowstone Highway.
I've run through Denver enough times. So we'll catch up with you guys probably in the morning. Well, good morning. It is now Monday morning. I forgot a little detail that is kind of pertinent when you're running I-25 on an oversize. And that is in New Mexico on Sunday, there is no movement. And it is, I don't know what it is. It seems like every time I have to deal with the state of New Mexico, it's a pain in the ass. I mean, New Mexico is definitely not my happy place. I always get food poisoning there. I always have some kind of issue there. Or it's their computer system thinks that we haven't paid for our permits yet when we paid for our permits. And so they try and double bill us for them, and then that turns into a fight. I don't know what it is about New Mexico, but you suck. You really do, New Mexico. You suck. And so, you know, this cost me a whole day yesterday. I could have been down, you know, which is what I'm doing today. I'm going to make it all the way south of Lubbock, Texas. I could have been there yesterday. I could have been in Corpus Christi today delivering, but no. New Mexico has to be special. It's a no oversize on Sunday. Well, so I don't think about that. But yeah, we're, I'm going to change lanes here because it's getting a little tight going through here. But, we're gonna burn on down. I'm doing something a little special. You know, I haven't got to do a lot of it because it's been winter time here, but it's a really nice day out today. The weather's warm, so the suction cups will stick. So we're bringing back the external cameras today, and I'm going to show you guys what it's like to go over Raton on a time-lapse multicam outside of the truck, because we're a boss like that.
Oh, wow.
It's thug life.
Oh, my. No.
You put some up here for me to swat it off the table.
No. What?
So, but yeah, so today I'll get down south of Lubbock, and then tomorrow I will,
Are you stuck?
Oh, I don't know if he is or not.
I think he's stuck.
Yep, he is stuck, pulling into that job site.
Poor little Bubby Holly.
Yeah, it's a fairly nice looking truck too. Anyways, yeah, I should probably save the dash cam from that too. Hit the button for me, please. Is this wait for me? I have little arms.
No, it's wait for me. I have little legs.
So she says to me when we're walking someplace.
Yeah, because you're like 800 feet ahead of me, and I'm just like, ah, wait.
Oh, I've heard that shouted from behind me a couple of times.
Every 2 steps of mine is like half a step of yours.
So, but yeah, we're gonna haul ass for Corpus.
We had a nice day yesterday, though.
Nice day, yeah. We got to sit out there on the trailer. I got a couple of those portable chairs I carry with me, a couple of those camping chairs. So we were sitting out on the trailer. The only thing missing was a barbecue grill. I really need to get one of those to keep in the truck here for this summer.
I got sunburn.
Yeah, you got a sunburn. So.
I know every driver that walked by, it was nice though. It was like all the drivers were happy to chat.
Yeah.
You know, and
except for the dude that was like smoking cigarettes and tossing them out the side of his truck, and you know, then peeing in a piss jug and getting out to take a piss on his fender, and you know, that dude there. So if you guys saw that video, it's the one I posted about, hi, I'm Chris Hansen. That's the backstory on that.
Take a seat right over there.
Yeah. Please sit down. Sit down. Take a seat. Please take a seat. Just want to ask you a couple questions.
No, I don't want to answer any questions. How do you do that?
That's what we need. Is we need to get Chris Hansen to come to the truck stops. You know, we catch people doing crap like that. You know, we could have him like pop out with the camera crew and be like, hi, I'm Chris Hansen, and have a guy wheel a table and chairs over. Here, have a seat. Have a seat.
Just have a seat right over here.
That would be just great. That would be just great. Because like we had this one, I don't know who did it. It'd been there for a while, but and we were at the Sapp Brothers, and at the parking spaces in front, they have all the divided spaces in there, which we had to get one of those spaces up there, and it's got those little concrete jersey barrier pieces up there, and so someone had sat down on top of that and shit right there. I mean, you know, and it was full of peanuts too. You could plainly see that. And yeah, they just left it right there. Right there. And I'm just like, this isn't what, 200 feet from the bathrooms?
Well,
maybe 300 feet?
And then we met this really great driver.
We did.
We actually ended up spending kind of like the 2 days we were there with him. Hanging out, talking, swapping stories and stuff. But so we were standing out there talking to him. Another driver would come over because everybody wants to say hi to Dexter.
Yeah.
And and then we noticed we're standing next to 2 giant piss jugs.
Yeah.
And then after you guys all left, I'm standing on the trailer, and the driver of the Covenant truck, like I was doing something on the trailer, and then I turned around and I looked at him, and he just kind of like slowly kind of took his hand and just kind of walked back around and went inside. And I'm like, dude, you are in the closest spot to the truck stop right now.
Yeah. I mean,
The closest spot.
The front row.
And it's broad daylight. And I'm a girl. Please don't.
Yeah. And what really gets me about that is, you know, I know a lot of guys are company drivers and they don't have to work on their truck, but, you know, I'm an owner-operator, so I do work on my own stuff myself. Sometimes I have to lay down on that ground and crawl across that pavement to do what I need to do. You know, sometimes I got to get under the truck and fix something. And it's horrible. I hate laying down in the truck stop, you know. It's like immediately I got to go take a shower afterwards, even if the ground looked really clean, you know. Even if it rained the night before, I don't know that was enough to wash that crap away.
Literally.
So, yeah, literally. And
It's not a laughing matter.
Yeah. You know, I really wish, you know, because, I mean, it's sad. It is our house. I mean, these guys are literally shitting where they eat. And it's not cool. And I wish that we would, you know, do more to condemn it, to, you know, create the attitude within the industry that it is not cool. Did you want to be in the video too, buddy?
Yes.
I have a 100-pound lap dog. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Gosh. He's a ham.
Are you hot?
Anyway, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and we're gonna get on down here. We're gonna top off the fuel because that's a long drive down through there without any spots to really get fuel along the way. Because I'm not gonna try fueling again until the Love's down on 37 in Texas, so, and that'll be tomorrow. And then we'll get into Corpus Christi bright and early Wednesday morning and get this thing kicked off the trailer.
Peace.
And then go find out what adventures were going on from there. So we'll catch up with y'all a little bit later on. Right now, you guys can see I got the cameras on the outside running, and Blue's doing pretty good. Like I said earlier in the video, we're at 115,770 pounds, so we're pretty heavy. We're only doing 20 miles an hour, 1,425 RPMs, but we're still on the top side of the transmission, and Blue's pushing right up it. Running a little bit hot. He's up about 215 degrees right now, so. But we're only a mile from the state line, which is the summit, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep on pushing. We should climb the rest of the way up this without a problem here. But I can tell as the weather starts to warm up, because it's not that warm out yet, I can see we're going to be looking at getting a new radiator in this truck pretty soon. So, yes, little things. And it's the original radiator. This radiator's 15 years old now, so you can't really get mad about it. It's just one of those things. They have a service life. But running really good, just cranking right on up this thing. If I'm lucky, won't have to touch the bottom side of the transmission. We'll see, because we're getting into a section here. It's just a little bit steeper than the rest was. Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and do it. So, there we go. Bottom side of the trans. I guess we couldn't pull her all the way up. So, kind of neat to know, though, because, well, now I got to shift up again. Kind of good to know that, though, because as, you know, I'm hauling heavy stuff and coming into the summertime, I want to make sure that this truck is good to go. So, I could just kind of put that into my plans for the future here.
Yeah, because you just got got it when it started getting cold, right?
Yeah, I just got it when it started getting cold. Yeah, we're going to have to go back into the bottom side, unfortunately. So we're just going to let Blue wind on up and keep them there. Almost to the top, though. Another 0.7 miles from the state line. Good morning. We are now, what, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, day 6 of this load. So this thing's been on the trailer for a while now. I'm good and ready to get rid of this thing. Missy's in the back sleeping. She's not feeling very good this morning, so I'm just letting her sleep. On 87 right now, 490 miles from Corpus Christi. Should be down there, probably about 7 p.m. tonight, maybe a little bit before 8. So I can run until 8 o'clock tonight, so that's not an issue. So we should get in there just fine. Slight possibility might get it delivered tonight. We don't know. Kind of waiting to see what the guy wants to do. Ain't a bad deal to get one of these things kicked off the trailer, so I guess we'll just have to see here. But feeling kind of lazy this morning. There's not a whole lot to look at out here in West Texas. I guess it's central western Texas, but still a lot of flat ground out here. But bumped into another truck from Montana. Just I'd never met the guy before, but we wound up staying at the same old truck stop last night, so we're running together here this morning, just kind of hanging out. Nice guy. Also a heavy hauler, so we're kind of running about the same speed, which is nice. But just kind of trucking along. I don't know why it is, but you get out here in the open country like this, and it just seems like everything seems to take about 3 times as long. Even though I'm sitting here 68 miles an hour, got the cruise set, running right along, it just seems like I'm standing still. So we're just kind of chug-a-lugging along, trying to get on down. Hopefully get in there no problems. And the only thing I'm kind of worried about is getting, you got curfew in San Antonio. I'm forgetting about that. I don't know if we're going to get through San Antonio before curfew, so probably won't get it delivered tonight. It'll probably be in the morning. So I guess that's going to have to be the plan now that I think about it. Hey everybody, well this is actually going to be a recap for the end of this video. We're already gone and delivered. We're on the next load right now, but then you guys will get to see that on the next one. But got it delivered. Didn't really have any problem getting in there. It was kind of exciting though. While we were over there, we stopped in Comfort, right, with the folks we were running with there. And while we're sitting in Comfort, we're both oversized, and we had to stop there at the Loves because he lost one of the tires on his tag axle. So they wound up having to run really slow. They lifted their tag axle and ran about 40. And we zoomed on up to the truck stop, which is only like 20, 25, maybe 30 miles ahead of us at the time. And we went up there to make sure that we get some parking, because that Loves and Comfort can get crazy. And it's not
super oversized friendly. It's
right.
Not very...
So we pulled in, and there was another oversized in there. He was nice enough to pull his truck out, because he was leaving, so he waited for us to get in there. So he gave us a parking spot, and then the truck that was next to him left. So they were all saving the parking spot for me, because I was parked along the side, and I'd had to take 2 parking spots because I couldn't fit into a single being oversized. Yep. But this one being on the end of the row, and I'll throw a Google satellite image up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can see from that we're over there where we were parked and everything. And what we had to do, Dexter, get him back, please. Back. So you can see from that what we had to do, and got in there, and I didn't want to leave my truck parked in that space there, because I was taking up 2 spaces, whereas if I parked next to him, we'd only take up 2 spaces between the 2 loads versus taking up 3. So yeah, I was trying to do that when I can. So I got Missy's over there with them, and the 2 people we met, they're standing over there, they're grabbing the other truck, they're standing over there blocking this parking space, and this dude noses up in his truck, and he's like trying to play push to push him out of his parking space, and they're like waving him off, and they're pointing to me saying, hey, he's going to park here. And the dude goes out, swings around, and comes back at him. And I see him coming as I start to pull forward, because I was just going to pull forward and turn out, but I see him coming, and I think he's going to play the I'm going to just ram you out of the way with my truck game. And it scared me pretty good. I mean, I thought he was like serious about hitting them.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
and I was like, oh crap. And so I just grabbed a couple of gears and, made him understand if he hit them, I was going to hit him. Because I'd have pinned his truck right there. And, I hate to see people do that with the truck, I mean, it just, that whole, it doesn't take but 10 seconds to get out of the truck, say, hey, this is what I'm going to do, you know, and we'd have helped him back into the blaze. We'd have helped him block traffic, you know?
Yep.
But when you come in and nose your truck and play push-push with your truck, especially when you're talking about people standing on the ground, that's totally wrong. You know, I never do that. I never act like I'm going to hit somebody with my truck. I mean, that's just something you don't do. It's really, really bad thing to do. And so it scared me really good. It scared him. I mean, I got the dash cam footage here. I'll let you guys see this.
Stalled his truck a couple times.
Hey, you can see he got a pretty good rude awakening when I come at him with my truck there. And I don't know what he was thinking, if he was just, you know, planning on backing on the space initially, or if he thought he was going to play push-push, push everybody out of the way. I don't know what the deal was, but, you know, it's so much easier to communicate with people. He could have rolled up and said, hey, I'm going to go spin my truck around and back in that spot there. We'd have helped him all we could, because that's the way we do things, you know. But when you do that, it, you know, it was funny, because when he got out of his truck, he wouldn't even look at me. He wouldn't even, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't... My big thing is especially if you're going to be, because I mean, we ended up spending the majority of the rest of the day and that night at the truck stop. And the last thing I want to do is have someone be sour at you.
Yeah.
That's parked right near you, that could easily, when you're sleeping, walk by and go airline or this or that or that.
Yeah.
You know, and just mess with you. So when he walked by, I was like, hey man, sorry about that. You know, thanks for not taking up the spot. And he was like, oh, no problem. So that's all you got to do. Just.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much easier just to talk to people.
Yeah, instead of...
And then you won't have their significant other in the next truck over thinking you're trying to kill them and wondering if he's going to have to, like, decimate his truck ramming your ass to keep you from running over the top of him. And I was legitimately scared that he was going to run his truck right over the top of them if they didn't move. I mean, that's just the impression he gave me. And, you know, I didn't actually hit him. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to, but if he would have got much closer, I think I would have had to have done it, just with the way he was, you know, gesturing and everything, because it appeared to me as though he was mad. And, you know, you guys saw that on the dash cam there. But yeah, then we spent the night in comfort there. The next morning.
It was a really nice night.
Yeah, really nice night.
It was awesome.
Setting up the lawn chairs again, sitting on a trailer and hanging out.
It was great.
Had a good time, and you know, it's nice doing stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to getting a barbecue grill.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be really nice. Getting the grill set up and sit out there and make some good food. You know.
You're gonna be the envy of the trucks.
I know.
It was great though. It was great running with people. You know, you talk to, and it was awesome. I had a blast. And Dexter had to play with a mini Dexter.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And we have video of it.
Yeah, we've got video of it, so we'll show you guys that here.
The mini Dexter.
You can see they got that little dash out. Dexter, get him back. So as you can see, they got that little mini dash hound, and that dash hound, they were just having a good old time, just playing around, having fun.
You're so cute. But I mean, that Loves is very, very busy. And
Yes.
it's also, as I call it, like when I was running by myself, I would always do this every night. Like when I was just, you know, winding down from driving all day, I just sit in my truck and just kind of like people watch or truck watch.
Yeah.
You know, and places like this, Loves and Comfort, are great for it. Really busy, lots of stuff going on, lots of, you know, it's tight parking, you know, so you get to watch people, and then at night you get to see the true truckers, like the not the true truckers, the I don't know how to describe it, but people's real colors come out, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they start getting mean at night, and it's like, it's entertaining, I guess. It makes me feel bad, but it's also entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, you know, it is a problem. You know, there's a limited amount of truck parking in the country. You know, there are less parking spaces than there are trucks that are on the road. That's just the nature of the beast. And, you know, that's actually something I've thought about doing eventually, is opening another truck stop, you know, because starting my own chain of truck stops is something I've really considered doing. And I don't know if I'm going to wind up actually able to do it or not, but it's something I'm really considering, because, I mean, I've been out here, I know what it's like, and I know what it's like as a driver, how to be treated. And so I definitely have some ideas about that. We'll see if I ever do anything with it, but it is something I've considered because we do run into so many issues. And, you know, a lot of times the people that design the truck stops have never driven a truck. That's just the thing. And so I've got some thoughts there, but I'm not going to put that in this video here. We sure saw a lot of stuff. Like the one dude, you know, I was sitting in the truck. He comes up and he comes wheeling around really fast, almost hits the front of my truck. I grab the air horn, and he stops to flip me off. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's when people drive like that and they almost hit your equipment, and they get mad at you for pointing it out that, you know, they shouldn't have been driving the way that they were.
And it's not like you blew your air horn like to be obnoxious and loud and everything. You just blew your horn and be like, hey man, you know, it's a little close. Like you just, you know.
Yeah.
You weren't a dick about it. You were just like, hey man.
Yeah, you know, you got way too close to my truck going way too fast.
He regretted that.
Yeah. And so, but, yeah. But then coming down Corpus, really didn't have any issue. Got right in there. The guys that we unloaded with, they're at the construction outfit. They were great. They had a truck come meet us at the interstate, and he guided us right to the spot where we were unloading it. And they had like 8 guys standing there. They helped us blow the chains right off of this thing. And,
yeah.
you know, then unloaded it, and it wasn't, you know, super easy unload. Really nice guys. I was pleasantly surprised. That made my morning.
And it was funny. It was funny right when we got it off the trailer.
In 1.25 miles, keep left to I-37 north.
Yeah.
Because they like ripped the whole thing open and were like going through it all through it. And it was, I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Checking that new piece of equipment out pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's like the new shiny toy.
Yeah.
Toy. Oh, hello. Pretty.
And then also, so it's funny because we're driving past there right now here in Corpus Christi. I stopped at the Walmart up in Cal Allen here because I had to run over to the bank right quick and take care of some things. And as I'm walking over to the bank, I see all these like sirens and lights come screeching up, and all these cops come bailing out of their vehicles and go running into the bank next door. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Of course, when they're all coming up, Nick's like, I didn't do it, right?
Keep left onto I-37 north.
So then I get, which they went into the bank that's next door to my bank. So I go walking over, going to my bank, and while we're sitting there, we find out that the bank next door just got robbed. It was crazy. I guess the guys did like a really good job of it too. They didn't do a good job. They're bad people, but they were smart.
I mean,
well, what I mean is they knew what they were doing.
Yes, they were not amateurs.
They were by no means amateurs. Because I was reading the news on it. I guess what they did is they stole a car an hour before the heist. They drove that car to the heist, and they only drove that car a couple blocks away, and then they got in another one. I was like, wow, that's like really thinking. And I'm sure they made sure there was like no cameras could see them and stuff. But it was just kind of crazy to see that happen like right in front of you. That's usually the shit you only see in movies, you know?
Or on TV, yeah. On the news, it's like.
And so I was kind of shocked to see that. So that was kind of an adventure. And then, you know, that was kind of the end of the trip there, though. We just wanted to bounce down. And
take exit
we couldn't get
17
reloaded that day, so we just hung out that night.
To US 77 north.
That was about it. Caught up on some sleep and played with the dog some. Did our thing there. But anyway, we'll catch up with you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.